Hey there everyone, welcome to the Mac Essentials where we simplify your Mac experience. And if you enjoy clean and useful Mac tutorial, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And in this video, I will walk you through how you can customize and use the dock more efficiently. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so I would like to start with its layout first and how all these apps are arranged here. So if we see here, the dock is categorized into three categories. Some of the apps that you can see on the left hand side, these are the shortcuts, and I would say either you have added them or you will see macOS also have added some of the apps what he think that needs to be part of dock. Then comes the divider where you will see the apps suggested by macOS dock. The dock is intelligent and he think that these apps you use a lot, so they should be part of your dock. Now let's talk about the content that is available in the right hand side. So these are the apps and folder that we have opened. And yes, of course, the trash can. So this is the way how everything is arranged. Now, since we are talking about arranging, let's talk about how we can rearrange apps here. Let's say you use FaceTime a lot and then you would like to place it toward the left so that you can easily find it. So what I can do here is I simply need to press left mouse button and then I can simply take my mouse cursor along with the app shortcut toward the direction where I would like to place it. So let's say I want to place it just after Finder, because you cannot change the position of Finder. Finder will be always there. However, we can change the position of all remaining apps. So this way you can rearrange apps based on your requirement. Now you also think that, oh, my dock became very clumsy. I want to clean it. I only want to keep those apps that I really use it. For example, here are some system apps like Maps, and I do not use Maps too often in my Macintosh, but I use too often in my phone. So there is no use of this map shortcut in my Apple computer. So here in this case, what we can do, we can remove all these apps from our dock. So just like the way what we did in case of rearranging, instead of going left or right, we need to go up. Okay, so let me grab this map icon and now I'm gonna go up and then I can see this remove is written now, which kind of signify that we are removing this shortcut from our dock. Once I release my left mouse button and it's gone, guys. So in this way we can remove or drop out those apps that you think that you do not use quite often and occupying unnecessary space in my dock, because dock is something that you can always access in 1 or 2 clicks. So now we just saw how we can remove it. Let's see how we can add shortcut of those apps that you think that is useful for you. So what we can do here is let me actually go on the top and then look for application. And now for example, I think this playground, maybe I'm gonna use it too often, so I'm gonna pick it from here and then I'm gonna go down and then I'm gonna drop it here. So in this way we can add app shortcut to our dock. And yes, I forgot to tell you one thing. Let's say if I am removing something from dock and it is not appearing here, it doesn't mean that we have deleted that app. We just remove the shortcut from here. And you can always find all those apps. So recently I removed Maps. So if I go here in Launchpad and if I look for the map, I should be able to find it here. And let me actually have a look, or even let's say if I can't find it, maybe I can simply type Maps and I should actually see it here. But still, let's say you have installed multiple apps, you can simply search it here on the top. And there we go. So, here we can find it. And let's say you would like to place it back. You deleted that by mistake. So in the same way, simply you need to press left mouse button and then you need to go to the dock, and in this way again you can place it back. So this way we can add shortcuts to our dock and can optimize it based on my requirement. And one may be thinking of, why even we bother about customizing it? Well, if you are using your system on day-to-day basis and then you kept all your necessary belonging here, so it definitely going to save a lot of your seconds each day, and you added those seconds and you will realize that how much time you have saved. in a week, month, or year. Okay, so I would say this kind of customization is really useful. So now we just covered the basic part of the dock where we talk about the layout, different type of content that exists in dock, rearranging it, removing and adding app. Let's talk about further more customization that is available for the dock. For example, you do not want dock always to be placed in the bottom, or you want to make it like, I have enabled auto hidden dock feature here. So whenever I am, placing my cursor on the main screen, you can see that the dock is automatically hidden, thereby giving me more workspace. So if you also want to further utilize your dock, all you need to do here is you can go here on the top, click on Apple logo, then go to system setting. And now let's click here on desktop and dock. And here you will see on the top, there are a ton of dock related settings that will even elevate your experience of using macOS dock. Now I made it unhidden because I wanted to show you all these settings. So starting with size one. So the size setting basically defines the dock size. So by playing with the slider, you can see we can increase or decrease the size of dock, and really you can make it so small. Here we can see. Okay, so again, I would say it is totally up to us how big we want to keep or how small we want to keep. Then the next slider is of magnification. So if you reduce the value of it, here you can see the thumbnail of apps will not magnify too much and the animation is subtle. But if you increase it, here now you will see the magnification became more visible to you. And as we go toward the right hand side in slider, you will see that the effect is now more visible. So again, I would say there is nothing good, nothing bad. It is your priority, what you want. So based on your priority, you can define the size and magnification of this dock. Now let's talk about the next setting, which is position on screen. So again, I would say it is totally up to you whether you would like to keep your dock on the right or on the left or on the bottom. So again, I would say it is totally up to you where you would like to place the position of the dock in screen. Now let's talk about the minimizing effect. So this is more of an animation. So let's say whenever we are zooming in something from our dock, it open up and close up with a nice animation. Let's say you do not like this particular one or you want other kind of animation, then I would say there are only two. But let's say you do not like the genie effect, you can go with scale effect that you will also find with other version or other OS available in the market. For example, even Windows minimize and maximize like this. So if you are coming from that OS and you want your Windows to behave like this, then you can go for this effect as well. But I love this genie effect and I wish if Windows could also have this kind of effect. So I would have applied this particular one. But again, it is very subjective, guys, so you can choose whichever you want. Then there is this next setting which talk about double click a Windows title bar too. And I would say this setting does exactly the same. What happened when we make a double click on any Windows title bar? So here if I make double click on this particular setting window, so here we can see it is zooming in and out. But let's say you do not want that kind of style, you want fill type of style, you can go with it. And now if I make again double click, you can see that the style now got changed. And since we know in case of setting, this is the maximum appearance this setting window have, so that's why it is showing like this. But let's say you are working in a folder, so let me actually maximize it. And now if I make double click here on the title bar, it became full screen or it filled the whole space. Okay, now let me again place it somewhere, and if I again make a double tap on it, you can see that again it have captured the whole space. In this way, we can customize it. The last one is minimize. So now let me again make a double tap on it or double click on it. Here we can see the window is now got minimized. So again, I would say totally up to you what setting you want. So maybe in this particular case, I'm gonna go with minimize. Now let's talk about the next setting, which is minimize the windows into application icon. Now again, if I enable this minimize windows into application icon, here you will see the changes. Okay, now again let me enable it, and now if I open this good notes, and this time if I minimize it, you will see where it goes. So now it goes here, not here. Okay, similarly let me maximize this Microsoft Office, and now this time it goes here. Again, let's click here on this VLC. VLC also went here. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can set it up. Now let me disable it, and now again, whenever I'm gonna open it, it will minimize to this space. Okay, now let's talk about another setting, which is animate opening application, which is nothing but whenever we click on any app here, you can see this animation up and down. So you can also enable or disable this kind of animation. Again, it's totally up to you whether you would like to enable or disable it. Then there is a next option which says show indicator for open application, which is nothing but this dot. If we disable it, you will see that there is no dot available below any application. Now the next setting here is show suggested and recent apps in dock. So if we disable it, you won't see any further section. Okay, so you can enable or disable it based on your requirement. Then again, I would like to enable this automatically hide and show the dock, because I do not want to always see dock despite I am doing something in certain apps. So therefore I'm gonna enable it such that the dock will be disabled below. So in this way, guys, we can completely customize our macOS dock. Remember, since this dock is always placed here, optimizing the dock can significantly improve your macOS productivity. So I would definitely recommend you to customize the dock based on your habit and preferences. So that's all, guys, from my side in this video. I hope that you find this video helpful and informational. We make videos like this that will help you to elevate your macOS productivity. So be sure to subscribe to the Mac Essentials, and I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye-bye.